Leçon 18, la roue. Today we're going to start this week's lesson by learning a new verb, conduire, to drive. Let's start with first person singular. Je conduire, tu conduire, il, elle, on conduit. Nous conduisons, vous conduisez, il, elle conduisent. Past participle, conduit. Les adverbes. Adverbs. The majority of adverbs in French end in ment. To form an adverb, you take the adjective and then you add ment. However, not every adverb follows this formation. Some adverbs turn into a completely different word when being compared to the adjectives. When we look at the first adjective, premier, in order to change it into an adverb, you must transform it into its feminine form, première. Then you add ment, and it is finally an adverb, and it is premièrement. Now, the format that I just explained is the format that you need to follow if you want to transform masculine singular adjectives that have a constant at the end of the word into adverbs. You transform them into their feminine form, and then you add ment. Now, there are also adjectives that have a vowel at the end. Masculine adjectives that have vowels at the end. You just add ment. You don't need to transform them into a feminine form. You just add ment at the end. So the next adjective on the list is vrai. And as you can see, it has a vowel at the end and it is masculine. So to just transform it into its adverb form, you add ment and it becomes vraiment. Next, the two adjectives on the list are adjectives that end in ant and ent. Both of these adjectives follow a similar pattern. For both of these adjectives, you remove the N and the T, and you replace it with two M's and E and T. So, for constant, it becomes constamment. For prudent, it becomes prudemment. Then we have adjectives such as bon and petit that completely transform into a different word when turned into an adjective. They become bien and peu. Today we're going to go over some new vocabulary. Listen and repeat. Une avenue. Une avenue. Une poste. Une poste. Une mairie. Une mairie. Un immeuble. Un immeuble. Un passage piéton. Un passage piéton. Un trottoir. Un trottoir. Un embouteillage. Un embouteillage. Un taxi. Les transports. Transportation. Une voiture, un vélo, une moto, le bus, le métro, le train, l'avion, un bateau. L'impératif. We're going to go over 3 verbs that are exceptions to the regular format of l'impératif. They are faire, être, avoir. Starting with faire. Fait, faites, faisons. Soir, soyez, soyons. Est, ayez, ayons. Here are some examples. Soyez calme. Fais les exercices. Ayons confiance en notre professeur. To have a better understanding of how or when to use l'impératif, it's best to go back to lesson 11. Les nombres ordinaux. Ordinal nouns such as first, second, third are formed by adding I, E accent grave, M, and E at the end of cardinal numbers. For 1, it becomes première, for first. For 2, it becomes douzième, for second. For 3, it becomes troisième, for third. For 4, it becomes quatrième, for fourth. For 5, it becomes cinquième, for fifth. For cinquième, a U must be added after the Q. I will be going over ordinal nouns into more details in the review section.